back with another off stream. Jadinan in the chat. I see you. Hello, 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 hello. We are back with another off stream. Summer is officially over, which is honestly, it's cool. I mean, it was a long summer. It was a great summer. I hope you also had a great summer. But yeah, summer is over. Bada Boom came out last Friday. The video is out on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't watched the video yet, the video that we put so much work into together is now out on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go watch it, like it, sub. If you're watching this, we are streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So please like, sub, share, comment, whatever you want to do. Do whatever you like to do. Summer was cool. My favorite season is spring. We've had this discussion before. And my favorite season is spring. Probably has to do something with me kind of growing up in, Iran, and we have this thing called Nowruz, and Nowruz is the new year for actually Persians, and Nowruz literally actually translates to new day. So no is new and Ruz is day. So new day. So spring, like the first day of spring is the new year. So for New Year, the schools would be out for like 13 days or 14 days. And anyways, I think I'm just kind of programmed to like spring. And then spring sets up summer. And anyways, that's my favorite part of the year. Not so much fall or winter, but it is what it is. Seasons come and go, and there's nothing that we can do about it. But what was I gonna say? Honestly, nothing. I wasn't gonna say anything. What I was gonna say is, because we spent the last few streams putting so much editing work into Bada Boom, and it just dropped, we should watch the music video together so we see the final product of what happened with the music video. And then after that, I'm going to jump into, we'll see. I wanted to revisit Zodiac and see what that vibe is about. But yeah. But first, I'd say let's check out Bada Boom, the music video, and then we just take it from there. Let's see. Bada Boom, the music video. The funny part is I'm gonna get a copyright strike on my video because it is what it is. I have to fix it afterwards, but
full bloom. No rest. Go fast.
Also, if you didn't know, this song is out now.
More bass. My taste.
Streaming on Spotify,
Boom boom.
YouTube, SoundCloud. Summer might be over, but you watch this video, it takes you right just to summer nights. It's a simple vibe, simple video, a little storytelling,
Sundance. My room. Darkness.
But I'm really hoping that this song will have its moment,
Full bloom.
So if you're hearing it,
No rest.
stream it,
Go fast.
share it,
Zoom zoom.
love it.
More bass. My taste.
I'm actually really happy with the way the whole video turned out to be. I think it's simple, nice. dance for Bada Boom. Here we go. Simple. And that was Bada Boom. And Bada Boom, it's out. My favorite part about this is it's out. And that's my favorite part. It is out. But yeah. We are going to jump into this production right here. Not this one. Actually, this is a new song that I wrote. I don't know if I told you guys, but last week I had some Norwegians here in LA visiting, and we wrote this song together. It's really cool, actually. But I won't be playing this one. I wanna visit the Zodiac and see what that sounds like first. That house on the water looks like from Harry Potter or something. It does. It really does, dude. That house. Save as Zodiac 48. Okay, let me. Okay, question. Mic muted? Question mark. Now back. Okay, and also, how is my lip syncing? Is it working? Because my audio interface just went into 41, and I had to switch it back to 48 hertz. Let me see. Okay, question. It's working. It's working. It's working. Okay, I hope it's fine. All right, so back to the Harry Potter house. Yes. All right, so those houses, before we jump into Zodiac, let's talk about those homes because literally, dun 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 dun. Look, this house, right? So these houses were built like in 1950s, right? And it always reminds me of like a Tim, Burton movie. I love Tim Burton. Love all his work, all like the movies that he's done. But this takes me there, and I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool if you threw like a Halloween party, there? Like, come on, man. Like, so these houses are all these houses are all like, falling apart because they built them back in the 50s and the shorelines were all like way back, but the ocean is slowly moving in. So literally like all the front row houses, like that house is like the last house standing. Maybe there's like two more, but like all the other ones have just like fallen. Like the ocean has kind of swallowed the houses, and you see the beams, like the actual remaining. It's kind of creepy. It's cool. It's really cool. But this would make an incredible Halloween house. Just putting it out there, like a Tim Burton thing. And it's funny because you probably can't see it there, but they do have a big sign like right there that says rent this house. So I guess you can rent this house. Not sure if I want to rent this house, but it's definitely a crazy house, dude. Like definitely Harry Potter lives there or something. But it's cool. It's really really cool. But it's a really cool area. It's like the it's like that like if you drive about 1 hour south of this place, you get to this place called the Atlantic the the Atlantic Graveyard Museum, and basically it's all the artifacts and all the things that the Atlantic has, like, you know, swallowed whole. It's pretty weird, and that ocean is just different, and like it's powerful too. It's really powerful. But yeah, hopefully the audio will not be like out of sync afterwards, because that's gonna be so annoying. But I should have thought about the 48 hertz thing, but I think it's fine. I hope. I do want to listen to Zodiac and see if it's any good. Let's see. Let us see Zodiac. By the way, how was the breathwork session with Lindsay? I should actually join one of these days. She sent it to me a couple of years ago even. Yeah, she was like, "Ah, you should come." I just haven't done it. Let's go to Studio One. Let's take this off. All right, let's listen to Zodiac and let's see what's going on with this. I missed this one. It's cool. I like it. This is called Zodiac. We actually made this on stream, so I haven't listened to it in like a minute. It's very like cinematic almost. I see Kim. Happy Tuesday. I see you. Shout out to chat. By the way, we are streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, so wherever you're watching from. Like and sub, don't forget. Jarinan says it's nice reset type thing to have weekly. So nice to see Lindsay again. Since she missed last 3 streams. Oh, years ago, she just started doing weekly public streams this year. Oh no, yeah, but this was more of like a private breathwork. But I didn't know about her public thing. It was just like, you know, between her like friends and like mom and all that stuff. I'm sure her mom is probably still like, you know, joining her. But so she's doing the breathwork on Twitch. Is that what the vibe is? Very interesting. Zodiac does sound awesome, and I do want to. I think there's definitely like a lot of potential there, and Just gonna mix a few things there, and I think the piano, I can make that piano somehow more juicy, for the lack of a better term. Um, bada bada bam, bada bada bam, bada bada bam, bada bada wow. Let's see here. Yeah, that one is cool. I really like it. So basically, like when it comes to like tracks like this, sometimes like I like to just like make it and then I leave it and then I come back to it with like fresh ears and then I like sculpt away more and then I come back to it again, sculpt away more, and then like when it feels like there's not much else to do to it, I'm just like, all right, it's ready to be shared with the world. The cool thing with the streams though is you guys get to see all of that. So we're just like there is no curtain. It's just like this is what I'm doing, you know. Um like sharp bells in the background with the piano. Exactly. 1000%. Yeah, I just got to have some sort of a layer thing to make them pop more. But also still keep the piano sound, if that makes any sense. Uh, because also like without the I love this composition, by the way. It's a really cool composition. Also, yeah, I think I had this like vocal idea for it, but I decided not to make this a vocal track. I was like, maybe I should just make it like an instrumental track. Because I'm like, what is this? What is this actually vocal thing? But it's a beautiful melody. Now that I remember it, it's cool. I love getting the inside look in. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you know, it's so funny for me. Like I was saying, I love the streams, and because it's just so like we're there together. This is us together. We might be, we actually might be miles apart or worlds apart, but we are connected through this microphone and this screen, you know. And I think it's so cool, man. It's like literally like live streaming. And the one thing that I wish I was ready for, I wish I was ready for this like 5 years ago. Like, why wasn't I streaming 5 years ago? Which is something that I always wanted to do, anyways. But that's just life. The life works like that. It's like there's no point. Right? It's like you have to just be in the moment and do what feels right to you. For me, like setting up the streaming studio and like just making sure everything is working properly and we have all the angles, you know what I mean? We got all the vibes. We got the, you know, it took a month to set all this up, and again, like I wanted to make sure that I do it actually properly so the sounds good. And also shout out to my boy Jardinen from Finland, who was here from day one, literally has his day one badge on Twitch, and really helped me with like really tuning in the sound and making sure everything works. And literally I'm still learning, but this is fun. I get to share this stuff and I get to also get like really instant feedback, which is something that I love. I love like the instant feedback vibes. And again, as you know, like I haven't really promoted the stream like that on like TikTok or like IG or anything like that. Just like a clip, here and there. And if you know you're here, you know, it's fine. But I'm just really actually trying to build this kind of gradually and just slowly. And whoever's here, we get to have a vibe, and I think it's really nice. But Zodiac definitely can use yeah, like the piano part. Like I have to have some sort of a thing that really punches through. Um, it's an app called Favorite It, which I hate, but it's likely sponsored thing or whatever, so can't complain. Ah, I see. Interesting. Favorite It. Like I wonder why she didn't do like Calm or something like that. Calm, the app. I'm sure they have this, right? Uh, by by the way, if you are actually meditation or breath work stuff like that, I'm starting. I have started. This is something that I haven't shared yet before, which is funny, but I'm going to share with you here right now. Um, and I have a project that I'm launching with my friend Siva, who is from the group The Wanted. Um, they have this bit. They had the big song. The sun goes down, the stars come out. That The Wanted. But I'm starting a project with him that we are calling it Emit, like EMIT, Emit. And it's like a meditation, kind of spiritual kind of music. So um, last year, November, was it November? Yeah. Last year, November, we went to, or maybe it was December, I don't remember. But we went to Sequoia National Park. And if you haven't been to Sequoia National Park, just search it up. It's beautiful. They have the tallest sequoia, trees in the world. Tallest and the oldest. So it's like 3,000 years old, and it's crazy. And we wrote all this like meditation kind of music. So he's on tour right now. He's been touring Europe, and I think they just started their US tour. But I'm launching that project as well with him. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to have like a meditation kind of spiritual side of me, if that makes any sense. But um, I just felt, and then when we sat down, we started, he's like, him and I talk for hours, and we just talk about everything. And it's always like, like I just always walk away with him just feeling more uplifted or tuned or whatever. He's a great human, just a great human being, great human, great guy, a beautiful soul, heart, spirit, just a great person. I just could not say really, really, really better things. And he's, one of my best friends, and I love him. So for me to do music with someone, it has to, and especially like this, like actually launch a project, like it has to make sense. And I've always wanted to have a project like this where we can do like actually live events and stuff like this. But this is the first time that I'm actually sharing this, like ever, with anyone. But like the music is done, like the first batch of music that we actually wanted to do. Um, and I also came up with this idea. Actually, I didn't. Actually, Yvonne, she came up with this unity consciousness, and I was like, oh, unity consciousness. That sounds cool for like actually emit. So I was like, maybe that could be the first name of the EP or something. But I'm excited to also share that with you guys whenever the time comes. I mean, I haven't even talked to him. He's been on tour, but I'm sure at some point I'll have him on the stream with me. We can talk about it, and we can also talk about him and his tour and what the vibe is and what what actually life is about. Anyways, Jayan says, yeah, these are fun. How I haven't really seen this side of music elsewhere. Thank you. I think you are referring to this. So thank you. Kim from Arizona says, you need to go out to Sedona, Arizona, even Tuscan and some cool spots, but Sedona has a lot of spiritual vortexes. I've heard about this. It's like it's almost not like kind of like a cave type things. I have heard of that, I think, or I saw a footage. I do want to come though. I do want to come. I am gonna come. There is the actual jam show that happens every year, which I'm sure you know about. the jam show. And my girl's family, they or my or his her mom, they go every year. So I've been wanting to go like forever. I think this is the year though. This year, which I think it happens in February maybe. I think I'm gonna actually make it happen, and maybe we'll do something there, like a whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where life takes us, but that would be fun. Just the energy out there period is amazing. Yeah, for sure. Let me actually just search it up real quick. I want to see. Uh, also let me play this in the background because it matches that kind of vibe, anyways. Sedona. Arizona. Let's see what's going on with Sedona, Arizona. Arizona. Wow. It looks like a movie, man. Wow. Okay, question. How far? Oh my god, that just gave me goosebumps. This is cool. Man, the US is so beautiful. We have so many cool spots here, man. How far from... Wow, look at that. Come on, that's crazy. How far from Tuscan? Yeah, that's really beautiful. I mean, look at this building. What is this building? Wow. Yeah, we'll definitely go here. 1000%. It's really, 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 really pretty. Crazy. Sedona. Yeah, so I wonder how far it is from Tuscan. So now it's about 4 hours from where I am. I see. Okay, so it's 4 hours. So we'd have to drive 4 hours. It's worth it. It's 1000% worth it. Look at this place. Wow, crazy. And isn't it insane that like all of this is like naturally formed? Like this isn't a man-made place. Like this is not. Like this is like Earth, like years and years of tectonic plates moving and earthquakes and pressure and volcanic eruptions. All these things have formed these beautiful like things. I mean, look at this. What? Wow, come on. That's crazy, man. Look how beautiful. Dude, look how beautiful this is. Wow. Beautiful. Ooh, they have hotter balloons too? That'd be fun. Dude, I should do a hotter balloon. That'd be fun. Hotter ballooning in Sedona. Hotter balloon. Sedona. Red rock balloons. That's cool. That's cool. Well, now I know what I'm doing when I come to Sedona. That's cool. Oops, went out of sync now when you open the browser. So my voice is out of sync. Let me see. Ah, man, that sucks. Why? What happened? Let's see. Thank you for catching that. But it shouldn't be 48. This is all right. Is it because of Chrome? What about now? Check one, two, check one, two, check one, two. Is it working now? Or is it still out of sync? Let's see. Okay, now it's working, I think. Yeah. Weird. So it's fine on YouTube. All right, perfect. Um, yeah, because last time I did this stream and the whole thing was out of sync, and I was like, this is just apps. I mean, and I also had no idea. So I, finished the stream, and I'm like, man, this is not even watchable. And just so you know, so you don't make the same mistake as I did, you got to make sure everything's at 48 hertz. If your audio interface and also OBS and your dot everything across the line has to be 48. Okay, cool. So here we are back to life, back to reality. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, we need like a cool sound. What did I do with the MIDI? I wonder. I think I still have the MIDI, right? Definitely want to replay that because that's not what we want to do. Ah, yeah. I do wonder if I should. Okay, let me see. I do have it somewhere. I just gotta see where I put it, because it's possible that in this version I did delete it. Maybe, definitely a possibility. Right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I would have to remember how I played this. So I don't know if I want to replay all of that right now. I think I have it somewhere, but where let's see. No, this is the external synth. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's just for the external synth. So that's not it. Then um yeah, it's probably in the other version. Before I saved it as Zodiac. Because at first I think I called it. It was a Thursday because I made it on a Thursday. But then we called it Zodiac, and I don't know where it is. Because also I feel like I should use this, the top piano as like a layer. I don't think I want to use it as. It's not. It really needs to give me like some real, emotion. How long have you been playing the piano? Uh, well, that is a good question. I started playing the keyboard, like a small keyboard that we had, maybe this big, when I was about 11 or 10, and then uh, and then the first day of high school uh, is the first time I actually sat behind a bump, but like I actually sat behind like an actual piano. So I've played the keys since I was 11 years old, um, or so. So it's been a minute. It's been a long minute. But it's funny though. I started this on the piano downstairs, and then okay. So that's my gosh. Again, I always say this. I am a song writer, not a song rememberer. I can write it, but to remember, I have to recall. And this is also why, like if you have an idea, like a musical idea or a song, or you know whatever, like try to capture it like as soon as possible. Like if you sit too much on it, you lose the magic of it. Like with this, like I have already kind of you know you know uh like I have already captured like the essence of you know what I actually wanted with this. So it feels exactly how I want it to feel, and now it's just about being able to fine tuning it. But like for me to be able to like replay it, you know, the way the way I was feeling that day, like it's just not possible. So it's just so like important to not really question that kind of stream of consciousness and just let it happen and just capture that, and then later you can come back and start tweaking things, and most of the time you make it sound worse than what it was, then you have to go back to the beginning. But it's just part of the creative process anyways. But I'm genuinely wanting to know what I played. So let's see. Okay. Okay, now it's coming back. Okay. I think it's coming back. Oh my god, yes, I have sound clips of me just humming tunes now, so I don't remember. Yeah, you know what it is? It's like how I see it is like we're just all receptors, right? And the more you're tuned in, the more you receive. And you want to make the capturing of that signal as short as possible, because the shorter that um that path is, the purer that actually message that comes through. Because for me personally, like I'm of actually believe that we don't really write these songs or whatever. I think it just all kind of exists, and if you're tuned in that day, and if you're really like listening and you're following all of the like like intuitive stuff that happens, and not really actually judging it, and just becoming a vessel, like for like the lack of better words, just really becoming the vessel for whatever the thing is, then it comes really through. And let me switch to this. I love this melody. It's from my heart. Ah! There it is. Okay. Oh, this all coming back, right? Ah. Ah. That's the composition. That is the composition. It's so beautiful. It just like pulls at my heartstrings. It really does. Um, it's so beautiful. It sounds like a smile. Ah, wow. It does sound like a smile, right? What a beautiful way of describing it. Because like this to me, you are so right. Right, dude. It's like it is true. It sounds like a smile. That's beautiful. You know, with music, it's the only like activity for me that I'm 100,000% in it. There's nothing else that exists. Which is funny because it's kind of hard sometimes to kind of keep up with like the chat and trying to like really be with you guys as well. And also be here. So it's like I kind of have to split myself in two, you know? So sometimes when you see me zone out, just bear with me. But it is truly like one of the most beautiful things ever. Yeah. It's like a smile illuminating a blank face and just wow, that's beautiful. So I made this on a different stream. So if you go back, you'll see the making of Zodiac and how it also came about. But now I'm thinking, because you said that, it's like a smile illuminating a blank face. I'm like, I think it would be cool to arrange the stars or whatever for like the cover art, and then like have it like smile. So you see a big smile with the stars like in the sky. That would be a really cool cover art for Zodiac. And isn't it weird that it just comes back? Like the melody just comes back. I completely forgot about it. By the way, you said something earlier too that I loved. You said, because I was saying like why it actually took me 5 years to actually get here or whatever, or to be here and doing streaming, and you were like, you said something like, it doesn't matter, you're here. And that's beautiful too, man. Like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter, you're here. And I think that's a beautiful way of also thinking about life in general. Oh, I love that smile thing, by the way. I think that's a really cool idea, right? That would be a beautiful album cover. I think that would be really cool, man. And we just call it Zodiac. Um, that would be very cool. Even doing a passion project album and creating songs based on emotions would be beautiful. I mean, that is AFSHEEN. That's the project. I create songs. Literally, I make songs based on emotions. That's what I do. That's the perfect way to describe AFSHEEN, honestly. Songs based on emotions. But also, all songs are based on emotions, I guess. Like how I like to see my actually catalog of music, right? So I think the first part of my catalog, where you go back and listen to like the first stuff, like tunnel, and pull you know pull me uh what you mean call it, pull me from the waves, and like secrets, and let me down slow, like all the first songs that I actually put out, like I called those songs upbeat emo because I was just kind of like um in my feelings, on crazy, um you know would it be okay, like all those songs, and then I do happy tunes, and that was like where I felt like I did a lot of healing. So I would, and also like with COVID and everything that was happening, and also like with my own personal kind of a career stuff and all that. Like I was going through a lot of stuff, so I just wanted to really write songs that would make me happy. So I made happy tunes, which I actually made that like into my first album. And then with Small World, it was like, all right, um, I've done a lot of healing. I've done a lot of soul searching, and I think kind of bringing all that together into bringing kind of artists from all cultures together, and being that kind of uh, you know being that common thread between like cultures and genres. And Small World was kind of born out of all of that. And it's funny. And then this next chapter, I guess also it's funny because I've done I'm because I'm doing I have put out like a lot bit more kind of more fun, and also just more clubbier, clubby, kind of dancier stuff. um I did have this name for the next album, which would have all the songs that I'm actually putting out right now. So I have Kumbaya that I put out, and I have Roller Coaster, and now we have Bada Boom, and then there's like all these other ones, like for example Zodiac is on there, um would be on there, uh and there's a bunch of other stuff, and I would call it actually Purple Anarchy. So that would be an interesting thing, um which is also a name that Yvonne came up with too. She was like, wow, Purple, like Anarchy, because like also like um not like anarchy in its in like original meaning, but more like someone who is like me as a person. Like I don't want to say I'm like an anarchist in a sense that like the chaotic part of like you know um like anarchy, like I would say like I'm an anarchist who uh kind of only actually dances to their own drum. If that makes any sense. uh regard Exactly, anarchy of self, 1000. So that's why also like within my career, like I've had like opportunities to do things, uh so I can become like more popular or whatever, make more money or whatever. And I just I don't know, I've always followed my heart, and I feel like my heart is the kind of like the central, the beating, the pulse of like the anarchy station. um and for me there is no like extremes in my life. Like I'm not this person that's gonna say, if you like the color blue, then I hate you because I love red or whatever. And then you take blue and red and you put it together, you get purple, you get me. And I think I've just always been like the purple guy, like in my life in general, like meaning like I just always love to be able to understand people and where they come from and how they are, and not take things personally, if that makes any sense, because I am so firmly standing on my own, like kind of a purple planet in a sense, that it just doesn't phase me. I feel things, right? But I don't really care. So I'd say Purple Anarchy does make sense. And it sounds cool too. but I don't even know how we got here, but that was the conversation. It doesn't feel as good when it's not pure and authentic. Yeah, 1000%. I mean, what's the point, you know? My sign is Libra. What is yours? So I'm the scale, which kind of makes sense too, right? I've always wanted to like really understand people. Also, even like people who have like hurt me, if that makes any sense, you know? Like, speaking of hurt or hate, I shot the Bada Boom music video in North Carolina. You're a Leo. That's cool. Oh, I love that. Let's go, Zodiac. And if you haven't been to North Carolina, like the Outer Banks, it's kind of smaller, and it's the South. So there's a lot of racism. So if you look like me, you definitely get a second take, like, oh, who's that guy now? But anyways, I actually walked to this store. It was like a nut candy store or something. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to see what they had, and when I was actually checking out, the guy said like the actual total was like $21 or something like that. And he's like 21.50, boy. And I'm like, boy. But I kind of like let it kind of fly like over my head, like not really care for it, not really give it too much energy. But I knew exactly what he was doing, you know. So I kind of paid for it, and then I shook his hand, and I said, "Thank you so much, man. Good luck," you know. And I saw his face, and he was just like confused, like, "What the fuck?" But I just feel like, again, not really giving like into like other people's energy, and just firmly standing on your own, if that makes any sense. It makes your life better. If that, like, it's selfish. It like, in a selfish way, it like makes your life better if you don't give into other people's energy that are trying to, say, tear you down or make you feel less. So anyways, I answered racism with love, as cliche as that sounds. And it's funny because when I came back to the house and I, you know, told my girl, she was so like appalled, and she was like, oh, I'm gonna leave a, you know, review for them. I'm like, honestly, babe, like, I appreciate it, but just like, first and foremost, it's not gonna change this guy. Like, this is like an old white guy who's been probably racist his whole life. Like, you know, he's not gonna have like a kumbaya moment of like, oh my god. But hopefully, seeing me and when he talked to me, maybe that's gonna give him kind of a perspective of like, oh, maybe I was being an asshole. But it exists, man. Like, people like us. You're saying I'm Hispanic and mask presenting lesbian, so I get that energy a lot. Yeah, you know exactly what the vibe is, dude. Like, it's like you go through life. You know, actually, what's so funny too, like, for me, like, I'm a straight man, okay? who like my friend was like, Af, you are fabulously not gay. I'm like, I am fabulously not gay. I'm like, honestly, it would have been so cool to be the first like straight like artist to be on the cover of Gay Times, and it says on top, it says fabulously not gay. But I have always gotten that, like, most people think maybe I'm gay just because of I don't know, this is just who I am. I love purple, man. You know, it's not my fault. I didn't really choose the purple life. The purple life chose me, you know. But I have dealt with all of these weird social stuff my whole life. I mean, you want to you want to talk about like the beginning of it, even like I was born in Iran. I was born a Baha'i, and I was um I was I was really discriminated against since I was born in a country who's not accepting of my faith, and we had to escape that country and become refugees. And then I came here, and then literally 2 years later, or 2 months later, September 11 happens. Then I become the worst kind of minority again because I'm Middle Eastern. And anyways, it's like one of those things. But it's like you don't let these sort of stuff really define you or your life. It just, for me, it's always been like kind of down here, I've always like, I'm like, that might be the situation that I'm in, but it's never going to define me as a person. Like, it just doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Do you know what actually defines me as a person? I will tell you exactly what defines me as a person. This. Now that's God. I don't know how this happened. So when I have this, like, how can I be mad? It would be crazy for me to be mad at anything. And if anything, it's my responsibility to lead with love, if that makes any sense. It sounds cliche, but it's just the way I live my life, man. And I've been hurt many times by people who thought that I'm just dumb. Being kind can be taken as, he's just a naive, dumb guy. But that's very, very unfortunate. I have also had to learn about not being dumb about my kindness. So you do learn things too, but I've never let it, like, make me feel jaded, make me feel, I've just stayed me. This is me. Like, that is the best part. One thing that I can die happy with is I've never compromised me for anyone, anything, or any situation. Like, I have worked on myself to be me the way you see it. And this is someone that I'm extremely proud of. And even for me to say that I'm proud of me has taken so much time for me to even have the vocabulary to say that. It's crazy, right? But anyways, we don't really give into the hate. We give into love. Yeah, for sure you can see the bigger picture of life, and it's beautiful. It really is, man. It really, really, the bigger picture of life is truly beautiful. Like right now, we're sitting here, right? You're sitting in your room or you're at work. I don't know where you are, whatever, right? But life is so much bigger than us, and it's not even just like this, but it's like the planet Earth, and then you got like the universe, and it's like, just find a way to make yourself happy. I think that's the only way in life, man. To wake up happy, to go to sleep happy, and again, life is not always unicorns and rainbow. Like, you will have your moments of doubt and lows and all those things. It's just about having that north star, finding that north star, and for me, so extremely grateful and so privileged that I have found, not that I have found, but actually music found me, because I can't even explain the fact that this somehow worked. I don't know how, but so far we're here. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully I won't be ending up on the street anytime soon. But I just, so to me, it's like, man, that's my North Star, and it's a gift, and it's beautiful. And I'll wake up every day to serve it. Like, to even stream or to post a TikTok or to, like, whatever I do, everything has like everything runs through one lens, and the lens is the music I make. For me, like, that's my North Star, and it's pretty positive, and it brings joy, I hope. So, anyways, I think that's the thing I pray for everyone to have is a North Star in their life. Whatever it is, you know. You stop playing that and all the hate from the topic is gone. It's so true. Just whew. it's like it's like a one of those sages. You just kind of sage the room. It's hard learning that not everyone deserves your kindness either. 1000%. But you know what it is though? It's like that. But the key is to never stop being kind. I think it's just important to learn how to. Yeah, I think it's just being able to have actual social skills. And life has a way of weeding out the bad from your life. When you start like setting boundaries for yourself, I think boundaries, man. I was a boundaryless person. I had no boundaries. I could have been invaded anytime. But then I learned. And I feel like some of the pain, because there is pain, there is pain like in my music. If you really listen, there is pain. And that pain is what comes through the music, but I just don't let it be the representation of the whole brand. You know what I mean? But there's pain. I mean, how can you not have pain? It's like also like if you wanna talk about hurt and pain and purple, it's like when you actually like actually hurt yourself, like on your skin, and you actually bruise it up, like it turns purple, like the blue and the red, like it, like you know, which really goes back to my song Purple Soul, by the way, because Purple Soul is like my soul is purple, but we're here. Ooh, yeah. And one of my favorite actually moments on Purple Soul is this is like the second verse that goes dawn to sunset. Your sky's the same as mine. Our spirits are aligned. Open up your eyes, your heart and mind. That's like my favorite part of that song. By the way, if you actually enjoyed Purple Soul or Let It Go with Sofia Karlberg, who was on Small World, we have another one that was supposed to be on Small World, but it didn't. But it actually didn't actually make it on Small World. But uh, it's gonna be out. Or she said that she wants to do a phone call, so we'll do a phone call, and that's a really cool song too. It kind of ties into all the stuff that we're actually talking about. Um, the song is called All the Ways, and the chorus goes, wanna go all, wanna go all the way, you gotta be fearless all the way, show me you're in this all the way, in all the ways, wanna go all the way, uh let yourself dive in all the waves, let yourself ride them all the way, in all the ways. I love that song too. I can't wait for you to actually hear it. But yeah, I actually wrote that song with also Purple Soul and also Let It Go in the same trip when I was in actually Romania, and Sophia came flew she flew over from I think she was in Germany at the time. She's from Sweden, but she actually flew over. And but yeah, All the Ways is definitely on the horizon. Probably next year, maybe early next year. Who knows? Maybe, or maybe even sooner. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. But getting back to Zodiac, let's see. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. I wonder. I don't know if I can do that, but if I can just drag this onto the. No, you can't. Uh, Let me see if this will make it work or not. I'm gonna see if I can turn this audio clip into a MIDI file without it. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, I think I gotta replay it. It's, or I can just bring it over from the other session. Hmm. Ah, okay. Sick. Now, now the question is, do we keep it the piano, or do we want something bigger? I don't know. Because here, I think the piano is fine, but hmm. But when the song gets kind of bigger, like I do want it to have like a bigger impact, you know? play around with it. What if you switch that to a sax? See, I can't talk and play at the same time. What if you switch that to a sax and take a little jazzy pop? That would be interesting. It would really change the vibe of it, though. I don't know. Like, it would be cool if I had like a live saxophone player or something, but I was thinking about, it's so funny that you said sax, but I had this idea for like kind of French horns, like stacks, kind of like kind of a Hans Zimmer type like sections for like the climaxes. So like like that. So maybe a sax is not, it's a little too sexy, but the French horn might work. Okay, let me replay this and then see where it takes us. That part. Okay. Take 3. See, I have to be in like a pocket. I'm gonna get back into my pocket, and if I make a mistake, I can fix it in post. That's okay. didn't. I messed that up, but we can fix that. That's where it is. Okay. I'm gonna punch it in again. See this part? Okay, let's fix all the quantization because I know some of it is probably off due to the way the time signature works on this song. It's a 3/4 song, so. Yep. Just gonna go in and manually fix it. See if it's the same note I played as this, because so I'm just going to use this as like a layer for the main piano, and then I'm going to also add another layer to the actual main piano so we can really get some bite. So I played something else. See, that's a different. Better. Da 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 da. So same notes here, I think. Also, this is a good way when you actually play it at the same time with the other one. You can kind of fix the timing, and also like if I played a note, I can just fix that note. Yeah, so here I feel like I played another note. I wonder. Yeah, not the same note. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Is that it? So ba 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 ba. So again goes same note. I think. Let's see. What am I playing? No, that doesn't sound right. Okay, that's not. Da 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 ba da bum. Ah, okay. So what note does this land on? That's a D. Eh? Ah. Ba. There you go. Da da. I'm missing a note. Ba 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 ba. What's the... Okay, I think that's all good. Okay. Ooh, that ending. Okay, nice. I think that actually would be cool too. Yeah, I think like the essence of the song is there, like the track, and I just gotta make it what would happen if I put like a little delay? Delay. Yeah, I just gotta put a delay on those long notes, then pull it back when there's no long notes. So like, huh, damn. Ooh, I actually have a nice little coffee that I made myself. Let me just have some coffee. By the way, yesterday I had my first matcha in a long time, and it was around maybe like 2 p.m. And let me tell you something, if you ever wanted a midday kind of caffeine boost, get yourself some matcha, not coffee, because coffee kind of gets you, it's too much, I feel. But matcha is a smooth ride, baby. Smooth ride. It's really, really nice. Also, like if you like matcha, some people don't like matcha, but huh. It, there is a shape in my coffee, and it looks like, kind of looks uh like a small A, which is funny. Okay, let's see. Let's add this delay and see if it makes it look sound cool. It has to be louder in the mix. Huh, interesting. Let me see. How can I do want it to sound clean. So I'm just gonna drive up this drive. Okay, let's see. And I feel like there's like some weird phasing thing happening with that layer too. I do have to figure it out, but for right now, let's just play around with this delay. Okay, so I'll just automate this beginning of it. Yeah, we just wanted that beginning. Or maybe that there too. Maybe there too. That's interesting. Like for example, those drums that I added, they need to be way louder. Also, I'm in my monitors, so I like to mix on my speakers, and I'm not on my speakers, but just from what I'm hearing on my on these guys, these hits have to be louder. Yeah, see, like everything has to sound that like impactful with this song. Yeah, so also with that sound, that needs to be louder too. Where are we? Was it this thing? Yeah, that's a different sound. Wait. Oh, did I mute that? No, that wasn't muted, right? No, that was on. Because I really like that sound. It kind of gives the drums. Or maybe I just had them muted. No, I don't think so. I did. Oh, it's this thing right here. Yeah, there you go. It's all about these little tiny moments in a song that really make a difference, you know? Every little detail. We can also even afford to make this louder, so when it hits on that one, it's louder. Now I'm hearing lyrics. Now I'm hearing lyrics. The smile that you put on my face, been here for a while, is perfectly placed. That's nice. French horn. What's the like? Ooh, let me see. Let me see if I can find like a cool. By the way, yeah, I love matcha. Matcha is where it's at. This is not a random thing. Someone in the chat, and to be exact, Kim said, "I love matcha. I love matcha, especially like a midday caffeine boost. Definitely, matcha is where it's at. Uh, like brass hit. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a brass hit going here. What the fuck is that? Oh, I gotta log into my account. Okay, let me log into my account. Did it work? Okay. Let's see. French horn. No. I want like really aggressive press. What is that? What the fuck is that? Press. Why is this limited? What's going on here? Something is not right. Okay. No. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of. But let's see if that works. Let's see. It sounds like Purple Anarchy, exactly. Imagine starting the show with that. Like the show starts. Like if I were gonna like play this as my first track, I would like start like and slowly. That'd be cool. But let me just this kind of makes me want to make a trap beat here. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder, and I wonder if you know what it means, and I wonder. Just kidding. Okay, that might be better. Let's see. want to be able to control the. Okay, first, before anything, I have to figure out what notes I want because. So this is like where like pure composition comes in, you know, because I have to figure out what is like the, you know, call and response. So the call is, and then the response has to be a note. So let's see. Okay, so maybe, yeah, so it goes A, G, A, then the response would be an F. Yeah, so, okay. Okay, let's see if this thing is in the right key. Where is my tuner? I'm gonna tuner. So we need that to. We need to come down -5 semitones. Okay. Nice. And then I can change this back to polyphonic so I can play all the notes. So F, F, then it's not hitting the way it should hit. Maybe it's just a D. That's the problem. I'm still not convinced with that first note, but we are close. Okay, let's see. We're getting close. We are getting close. Also, what the F is this? I have... Oh, is this the... I have to look into this. I forget what this is, but I'm sure I got it for something. Not sure what though. Da-da-da. Let's see here. We need some... how about... Yeah. We can start... Just gonna make it sound dramatic, but I think we can figure out what... That could be interesting. Yeah, we definitely want it to be dramatic here because it's like the climax. So I just gotta. We're doing a lot of orchestration. This is like where like all the counters and stuff come in. But you know, we have to build it note by note basically. Yeah, so that note feels alright. It has to be like a whole thing that just continues to climb, you know? Let's see. Holding it down. We'll figure it out. Let me turn this up a little bit in my ears. But it's gonna sound really cool. I'm excited for this piece, man. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we have the first part. That is what I'm not sure about yet. Or you go. We could get fancy with it and go maybe. No, it has to be simple. It has to. Do you know what it has to feel like? It has to feel like it's breathing, almost, right? So it's like almost like it almost feels like an inhale and exhale. So like has to feel as effortless as breathing, you know? So hmm. It's coming. Natural buildup, like a tide coming in and coming in. Yeah, gradually for sure. But in this moment, every note matters. So I'm trying to see. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's as simple as that. Okay, so let's see. So that might work. I think I just gotta go for it and just do that. Because it can't be too notey. It has to be just hits, but just like big. We need a extra thing at the end, but let's see. felt good that day. I don't know, maybe. I like that. It sounds like note is getting happier when it speeds up. Right, exactly. It just keeps building. Now I have to make it like like it almost is like separated from the actual track, so it has to be doing its own thing, but also it has to make sense, which is funny. It's more like, it's funny, it kind of has like more of a percussive element to it, if that makes any sense. It kind of makes the track to keep going, but it also has to make sense melodically. So so does this work on time? Let's see. Drop, or I'm gonna raise it one whole octave, so it sounds like. So let's see if it works kind of with that. I have to make it the same. Interesting. So it has to I might have to shorten that sample, maybe like this much. Okay, and then I'm gonna make the attack a little bit slower so we don't hear that pop. Exactly, that note is key at the very end, that tail. So the thing is, because I'm using this sample, the higher the note gets, the shorter the sample becomes. So for me to not lose the tail, like for example, like if you hear this part, right? And if you get to the higher part, it becomes shorter. So I don't want to lose that, like it's going to throw off the timing. And again, I'm using this like almost as like a percussive element, not necessarily melodic, but also melodically has to make sense. So, but we can't have it throw off the percussive. So I'm going to lower those notes. So when I lower those notes, everything hopefully will stay in place. You want the drums. Let's have the drums and the bass there. Oh, you want the music there too. So see how these notes are getting shorter. Let me see if I can drop them 1 octave. Maybe same with these ones. Why not? Let's see. Okay, that part might not work. Let's see. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that might be okay. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see if I can also layer that guy in. Perhaps. Okay, and then the other sound. I feel like I have to lower these notes for it to really work. It'll sound a little farty, but it's okay. happened? See, now I'm redoing the notes. I don't know. Let's see. Because maybe I was wrong. Then maybe this is, maybe it just follows that melody. Who knows? I mean, I'm just kind of complicating it. It's not satisfying. And then we just gotta keep it climbing. Na, da, da, na. C. And then you go down to we go to E there. Maybe go to D. That could work. Potentially, I don't know. I mean, I could just go to straight to D. And then go to E, because then it keeps it climbing. I think that's what this is exactly right. Literally, I have to follow. Basically, again, sometimes you just think too complicated, then you have to just bring it back and just simplify it. Basically, it's mirroring the last note of that actually melody. So, for the most part. So this goes to the D. So go. And then just go to F. Might not. Let's see. You know, I'm just hearing this thing in my head and I'm trying to create that thing in betweens. And sometimes it takes time. Okay, so basically what needs to happen is, I think, basically the low sound, the has to play it just has to follow the bass notes. And then the other thing, the string thing that I'm playing, that'll play the high note and it'll all complete like each other. But I think that's what I was kind of struggling with because I was hearing all of it at like once. So now I have created that layer. Now I have to create the bass layer. If I knew the right notes. think that is the way. I think that is the way. And then this one. There you go. Okay, now let's see what I have on top. so we basically have all the right notes here, and it's just a matter of basically now sculpting the sound and making sure that it sits right in the mix and the way it feels and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce this in place. And then I want to bounce this in place. And then I want to bounce this in place. And now that we have these three sounds, we can make sure they fit. And I also work with audio here, so I can just make sure everything is working perfectly with the So you see how these are longer. I'm gonna make these shorter. Same with these ones. I can just take these and make these shorter so they don't clash. I'm going to do is I'm going to group these 3 files so I can have complete control over the sound, and then I'm going to start sculpting it. And we don't need much of the highs. Kind of want to have it to be a more of a mid-rangey sound. Oh, that kick sounds really nice. Sometimes. That kick does sound really good. Let's see if I can. because I might have needed that top, and I kind of love that kick. I think that sounds so good. Again, it could be crap because I just like to mix in on my speakers. But let's see if this works. I've always wanted a nice little top end for that kick. There's a good sounding kick, man. This could be cool. Just makes it sound incredible with that snare too. Come on. So cool. And honestly, I feel like I don't even need much of that low boominess because I have that from the other kick. So we can just kind of, like, I don't want to shave it off. You still kind of have it, but it's in the background because you will get that same thing from the. It's gonna make it tighter. Versus. Also, I can even bring this up. But yeah, we needed that. Kick just added so much, you know? I just gotta match the funny. I've always wanted that kick, and it just magically appeared out of nowhere. now that we have this breathing thing, we're going to do some automation. And I've said this on my previous streams, and I'm probably continuing to say it, but one of my favorite filter plugins is this filter plugin by Sonalxis, and it's called the Creative Filter. It kind of gives you the same effect as if you would have on a DJ mixer. So this DJ mixer right here has a similar kind of effect. If you have ever tried the DJ mixer, the Pioneer. But basically what I want to do, again, I said I want to make this like a breathing kind of effect. So instead of it hitting like, because that's not how humans breathe. We breathe like kind of gradually, right? So it goes. So we got to have a nice little attack that's smoother. Like that. So this is all the sound design stuff that happens basically like after we have decided on the actual compositional level part of things. So we have figured out what notes we wanted, what sounds we wanted, and now that I have it, I kind of brought it all together here, and now this is where like the final vision kind of comes to life. So let's see if it does. So we're going to make a breathing thing. And like also the cool thing with this filter is you can kind of affect the way like when you actually sweep the frequency, you can have it on low, mid or high, or rude. Let's just say rude so I can show you exactly what it does on rude. So say this is no signal, right? You can't really hear much. So you kind of hear like the resonance of all the frequencies being kind of swept. Right? We don't want that effect. It's a cool effect, but that's not what we want. We want it to be as natural sounding as possible. Also not that. You see, that's kind of too much. Let's see the mid. And the thing I love about this filter, this particular filter, it's pretty transparent when it's on the low setting. And if you want to have that color, to add some color, you can, which is nice. But on the low side, it's kind of very, very transparent. You can really hear the coloring. It's just doing its job. That's what I love about it. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to hear, or I'm going to find the sweet spot for the frequency that it should start at, which is not that. You want to hear a little, kind of like maybe here. And then there, we're going to unmute everything and let's see so we can hear it. Because it's still very like important to be able to hear that first note. We just don't want to hear it all at once, and it just needs to gradually be like, you know. So let's see. So now that we have that, we can make the perfect breathy thingy. here I can just go down here. And then also, most likely, I'm gonna have to automate this whole thing by hand because you want like almost each one to be a little different. So it'll kind of give you that, you know, human feeling. And also this tail, I'm not happy with this tail, so I want to maybe here, I'm going to start bringing it down. So for like the climax part, I wanted to add another element on top of the snare. I just felt like it could use like a I don't know, like some sort of a not that kind of like a mechanical sound on like on top of the snare, just to give it that extra vibey vibe for has to be on top of that snare. So let's see. And there's that little weird. It's just like that. You're just gonna add an extra kind of element like on top of that snare, so it kind of differentiate, like it really makes it feel like, oh man, like this track just took off, you know. You know, I was telling myself that I don't want any hi-hats in this song, but I don't know. This might be interesting. Ooh, this can be fun. Messing around with this part. Let me see. this in the beginning, so it gives you that accent on the opening. Like, it's kind of cool. Let's see what that sounds like now. Okay, let's put that up there with the top kick sound. This might be weird, but I want to see what happens with the bit crusher. Because like this sounds like a real hi-hat. I mean, this is really crushed. It just kind of makes it sit kind of better, like in the mix. It's not as glossy. Interesting. Ooh. Kind of like this part of the sound. So we can bring that over like this. Also, I wonder if I can just put a fade in the beginning of it. It'll be I just always like to use like unconventional sounds. Okay, well, I think it's pretty good for today. Uh, we are 3 hours, definitely 3 hours in. That's a pretty good healthy stream right there. Happy Tuesday. If you were here from the top to the bottom of the stream, well, shout out to you. If you haven't liked, subscribed, please like, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow, most likely, probably like around the same time. And we'll continue to mess around, fuck around, see what's going on. But Zodiac is coming along. And I'm really happy that this is the first, like the first track that was born on stream. So we can go back and see all the, like the ways that this track, this actually track came about. But yeah, have the most amazing Tuesday, and I will see you on the other side. Cheers. Bye.